Watch a massive procedural bridge rise from nature, crafted entirely in Unreal Engine PCG. Would you like to have a bridge that you can shape and place anywhere you want? This is just a glimpse of this vast land. Experience the true scale of this landscape as we drive through it. Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the second practice. First, in PCG, we disable the trees. After saving the project, we go to the Plugins section and enable the Landscape Patch plugin. Next, we create a blueprint and enable the Landscape Circle Height patch inside it. Now, if you add this blueprint to the scene, you'll see that it affects the terrain based on its radius. In the blueprint, you can use the radius and fall-off settings to control the effect. Next, I disable the remaining PCG elements to make the scene look cleaner. Now I want to create a blueprint that contains a spline, so it can extend this elevation in a linear path. Here, I mistakenly add the tag only to the spline, while it should actually be applied to its class. I'll fix this issue in the next step. In PCG, I add a get spline data node, change the mode to world actor, and type in our tag here. Now we need to get spline data node to generate points along it. We switch the mode to distance so we can control the spacing. Now we add a static mesh spawner, but as I mentioned earlier, the meshes won't appear because of the incorrect tag assignment. We fix the tag assignment and then add projection and get landscape data nodes to make sure the points are correctly placed on the ground. To link our patch point to this line, we need to add a spawn actor node and assign the blueprint to it. Now we can connect the islands together. Now, as an example, I want to import a bridge into Unreal. As you can see, it has one main section along with a start and an end. You can download this bridge for free in this week's update. If you'd like, you can also get it along with many other files in our commercial package, which is also updated weekly. After importing the model, we place it into the scene to test it and make sure the size and materials are correct. We adjust our connection point a bit again. Now, we make a copy of the spline sampler and assign a static mesh to it. Then assign our bridge to that mesh. As you can see, PCG recognizes it at a different default angle, so we need to rotate it using transform points. Next, as you can see, we use the spline sampler node to control the spacing. However, the issue is that the connection points between the segments appear choppy and not smoothly joined. So, we add the create spline node to give us a linear path. After that, we need to add the spawn spline mesh node and assign the bridges to it. However, as you can see, there's still a rotation issue. We need to rotate the model in Blender and then export it again to achieve the correct result. As you can see, we now have a bridge that we can modify in any way we want within the environment. In the next step, we need to connect the start and end of our bridge to the desired meshes. So, we add the attribute select node to our nodes and change its mode to index. Just like in the main setup, we add a static mesh to it and assign our mesh to it. As you can see, there's a gap between them, which we can adjust using the transform point node. For the other side, we do the same thing. Now we can extend our bridge in any shape and as far as we want. If you'd like, you can make the scene more appealing by using an HDRI backdrop. However, we won't focus too much on these details. Our main goal is to achieve big results in the easiest ways possible. Alright friends, we've reached the end of this week's tutorial. I've placed the mask files along with the bridge model in a separate folder so you can easily use them. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the upcoming weeks.